What's up, guys? I'm Nick.
And I'm Myra.
And let's chat.
Satire on the beat.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So in this episode, we are going to talk about colorism within the Black community.
I guess we decided not really colorism, but
a whole slew of things we were going to talk about. One of them being colorism. What was the other things you wanted to talk about?
Like the good hair, bad hair.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the preppy Black people versus like the ghetto Black people.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
You going to start the timer?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get the timer started. All right, so let's get into the whole colorism thing first. So, I don't know if anybody remember, there was 2 documentaries that came out like over 5 years ago. One of them was called Light Girls. Or no, I think the first one was called Dark Girls. And then Oprah did one on her on her network called Light Girls. Mm-hmm. And I remember I wanted to see them both. So I bought Dark Girls. I watched that.
I seen that, but I didn't see.
You didn't see Light Girls? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then when Light Girls came out, I watched that. And I was like talking about it on Facebook. And I had this girl who was a dark-skinned girl comment. And she was just saying some very negative things that I just had to I had to get that out of my life.
I remember that post.
You remember that post where she was just like, what do light-skinned girls know about the struggle and all of this stuff? So basically, the premise of the 2 documentaries was to show what dark-skinned girls go through in the Black community versus and then the other one was what light-skinned girls go through in the, the community. So, do you think that light-skinned girls, because that's the premise of the dark-skinned girls video was, do you think that light-skinned girls get more recognition over dark-skinned girls?
In the Black community,
maybe not even just the Black community, maybe in general,
life,
because you gotta wonder how white people probably perceive as well. Like for example, everybody Halle Berry's just so gorgeous. She is a lighter skinned female versus somebody like, and I'm gonna say this and y'all can hate all y'all want to, Whoopi Goldberg, who was a dark skinned woman. Whoopi Goldberg used to bag them back in the day. She's been with so many men in the industry.
I don't think Whoopi Goldberg is ugly though.
People consider her ugly because she is a dark skinned female. So do you think something just flew by? So you think that light skinned females get more attention, more recognition because of the color of their skin, because they're, lighter skin?
I mean, I can see why people would say that, but I think it all still goes back to the house nigga thing. If you got the fair skin or you light skin, you better, so you able to get around massa, so you good enough. Obviously I don't agree with it. I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, I was considered to be a light-skinned girl.
They used to call
I used to
you
get called
Redbone.
a high yellow heifer all the time.
Auntie Mary.
That hurts my feelings.
I feel like that was Auntie Mary that called you that all
that
the
was
time.
Grandma calling me a high yellow heifer all the time.
I feel like that was Auntie Mary. Oh my God.
She is high yellow herself. So,
Auntie Mary is high yellow.
I never considered myself to be light-skinned.
I think you've gotten darker.
Light-skinned, but
I feel like your complexion has gotten darker over the years, but I feel like when we were younger, you were more fair skinned compared to me and our 2 brothers. You were definitely lighter. I feel like our complexions have gotten a lot closer as you've gotten older. I feel like growing up, I had my head in the sand when it came to a lot of
me too.
Topics.
But you know what? It's all because media and stuff. It wasn't as big for us back then.
Could be it.
We didn't sit in a house on a tablet. We was outside playing. So we didn't really deal with stuff. I can't say as a child I can remember ever a time of dealing with racism or a hair thing, because all of the women in our family have pretty decent hair, so we never dealt with a jealousy thing for that. I don't know.
Or in school being picked on because of the color of your skin. Like I've never.
I don't. At least I can't say that I've never experienced.
You just don't have any memories of it.
Nothing that sticks out for me.
Yeah. And I didn't even, so when I watched these 2 documentaries, I didn't know that was like a thing. Like I felt like I was living with my head in the sand. That
I mean, I've kind of heard of it. Like I have, my baby Kaylani is fair skinned, as you would call her. She has like curly, or what you would consider, people would consider good hair. And I kind of feel like she deal with like the hating and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just little kids or whatever. I did her hair in like one of those little rubber band hairstyles. You put the rubber bands and connect them or whatever, put in a ponytail. And she came home and she's like, "Mommy, this girl told me that my hair looked like a white girl hairstyle." I mean, what does that mean? What is a white girl hairstyle? I'm like, it's a kid's hairstyle. I found it on Pinterest. It was on a little girl. Yeah. And that's why we did it. Like, you don't let stuff like that affect you. But then it's like, even at a dance competition, she had to go from an afro because she did her little Lion King dance. And then she had to get a ponytail, like a bun. So they did the afro first, obviously. And I'm sitting brushing her hair. And oh my gosh, she got such good hair. Like, I mean, I don't feel like it's something that you should make like such a big deal out of, especially for kids, because this is where they grow like their confidence and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I mean, I definitely know of the hair thing growing up. Like, I don't think my head was in the sand for that, because I remember you always had that, your hair was always long and thick and everything.
I always remember being bald. All I remember is that first perm, and from there on out,
well, it was after that perm, but your hair used to be really, really long. And I remember, my hair was pretty long, and I remember in middle school, kids always wanting to play it and everything, but I also used to wear my hair relaxed growing up, because
that was the thing.
That was the thing. And I actually remember when I decided to go natural, I asked Mommy, I said, "Why did you put a relaxer in my hair?" And her thing was, "Have you seen your hair?" she was like, I couldn't manage it. So it was just like one of those things of like, if your hair is thick and kinky and coarse and all of this. It was a thing, it was to put a relaxer in your hair to make it more manageable.
Or at least a texturizer, which is like a kitty perm or a mild relaxer.
Ooh, grandma with them jerry curls. But so I definitely feel like there was a whole thing with the hair growing up, where the straighter your hair was, the prettier you were considered. I dealt with that growing up. You know, I would have never thought growing up to walk around with my natural curly hair, even up until I decided to go natural in 2013. Before then, I would see all these girls with their natural hair, and I was like, "More power to your sister." But I was like, I can't do it, because I was like, I just never considered my natural hair attractive, or I can
definitely say for myself, like, from as long as I can remember, I've always like gotten a relaxer or gotten a straightening comb or flat iron my hair, or because for the same reason, like you said, when you asked Mommy, she's like, "Well, have you seen your hair?" I'm the same way even to this day. Like, I still want to put a relaxer on my hair, because my hair is, for me, hard to manage. But I love to see girls with their natural hair. I tell my sister all the time, I love her natural afro.
You love my natural afro, but I see it sometimes and I'm just like, it looks a mess. Even to this day,
I won't go natural, because I feel like I look about 45 and like I've been in the streets for years. When I try to wear my natural
you play too
afro,
much.
It looks bad.
You play too much. I've worn my natural hair on this show while we've done this show, but I do at times prefer not to wear it out. Because I feel like it gets very dry, and then I feel like it
just starts to look a mess. But is it a self-conscious thing, or is it more like you just don't want to manage it?
No, I don't think it's that I don't want to manage it. I do think it's still a self-conscious thing, because even when I just take my twist style out and I do it for the first time, I still look at it and I go, this is just horrible. And like I said, every time you're like, "Oh, I just love your hair," and other people are like, "Oh, it's so cute," and I'm just like, "Y'all stop lying to me, it look a mess." Like, I already know it look a mess, stop lying. And I say it all the time, so I think that is still something, even with being natural for as long as I've been natural, that I'm still struggling with, is, I got good hair. I think most people have good hair if you take care of it. Like,
but
the texture of it doesn't
make no such thing as bad hair. It's just
there's
badly maintained hair.
Well, there you go. If you don't take care of it, then.
But let's go back to the whole light skin and good hair thing. Like, the girls with light skin got the better hair. Kaylani is fair skinned, but she has like not kinky, but she has curly hair.
Her hair is like mommy's. It's very thin.
She's
and very
literally
curly.
like within the past year or so, just now getting confident with her curls, and it's because she see like, and it's partially my fault because I get my hair flat ironed and I wear wigs and I get sew-ins and stuff like that. So this is stuff that I do to make myself feel better. But I do encourage her to wear her natural curls.
Yeah.
Because I always tell her, like, her hair is beautiful. Like, even if she just walking around the house, I'll just randomly, like, girl, look at your curls. They popping. So now she just, like, she getting to the point where she's liking it. But for a long time, she always got to have her hair straight. Or she want to put her hair down. Or she don't want to leave it out. Or people talking about her and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
now, I remember that because that's one of the things why I was like, I always try to make sure I wear my curly hair so that she could see that and want to wear her hair curly because she did always want to have her hair straight. Like, mommy, I want my hair straight. Can you straighten my hair? And when I see her and I be like, oh, girl, your curls is popping. Look at them curls out right now. Look at you. Like, just to kind of like boost her confidence. Like, you know, her hair is pretty. Like, because I've always wanted hair like mommy. I feel like she has hair like mommy. And between mommy and our brother Michael, like it skipped me. That hair texture skipped me. Like they have very thin curly hair. Mine's is curly, but it's more kinky curls.
Mine is thick.
And it's thick and everything. And that was one of the things that I always wanted was, dang, you know, like I want hair like them. Like how?
So I got Kaylani with the thin, like kinky, or like the regular curly hair, and then Kenna got the thick, kinky, tight curls. So. I guess you have to deal with it. I'll see how I have to deal with it, but Kaylani is one that I got to be cautious with because she's very like hard on herself.
Yeah, you know what I think? I feel like in the past, people, especially like guys in relationships, too, kind of gravitated more towards light-skinned girls. I feel like there's a shift happening though, because I do feel like our darker-skinned girls is getting a little bit more attention than they may have 5, 10, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? Like
empowerment, black revolution, and it's like the blacker the berry, the sweeter.
Because I'm gonna let y'all know, some of these girls with these dark skin and them girls straight from Africa, their skin is beautiful. I remember before I got my car and I used to catch the bus, I was like, this girl probably gonna think something wrong with me. But she was sitting across from me and I just happened to notice how flawless her skin was. Like there was not a bump. She didn't, and she didn't have any makeup on. I got bumps. I think I got a pimple right here, but there was not a bump, a blemish, or nothing on her skin, and she didn't have any makeup. And I just remember just sitting there and just staring at her face, like she is beautiful. Like, and I feel like there was a thing in the past, with, you know, light-skinned girls and the brown paper bag thing. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a shift happening where darker-skinned girls is getting their just due. That, like, they're getting their attention right now, and people are recognizing that, you know, black of the berry. All that. But my thing is, why does it have to be a competition between light-skinned versus dark-skinned? Like, why are we still... I feel like we still have that bit of a competition.
I agree.
And we all black. Like,
I think, to kind of sidebar, I think women in general are always in competition with each other.
True.
Who do you
think puts that on us? Do you think we put it on ourselves, or do you think it comes from men?
I really think we put it on ourselves. And I only say that because, like, I feel like all women it's something about us that we don't like. Like, I always, even like to this day, I still try to like hide my stretch marks and stuff from Luke. Like, but I've been with him for 5 or 6 years now, and it's like he don't care. Like, he really don't. But I still myself am self-conscious about it. So it's like, if you see somebody that might be skinnier than you as you might think, or prettier than you, like, it's kind of like, I gotta look better than her. Yeah. Because you know, when we go out, we don't dress for the guys because the guys don't care. You could be dragged, work 12 hours in your scrubs, and if they're gonna try to holler, they're gonna try to holler. Yes. It's more of a competition for the girls. Like,
I've definitely been dressed up hair done, laid, earrings, jewelry on, dressed up, just looking cute, and not a single guy pay attention to me. But I'm walking down the street with one of my big baggy shirts on, my flip-flops and my jeans, and I'm getting, hey, yo, mom. And I'm just like, I look a mess. I literally just rolled out of bed and I'm walking my dog. And you're trying to talk to me like I look a mess.
It's like that thing, like, I had bought this jacket online. And I seen this girl in the concert with the same jacket. I'm like, she do not got my jacket on. Like, it wasn't about nothing else, but you got my same jacket. So I think, like, we do it for each other as opposed to for men.
Yeah, we definitely do dress
not
up
to
for
say
each
that
other.
there's not men out there that feel like, oh, if you a woman, you got to look like this. You got to have the big butt and you got to blah, blah, blah. But I think if women all together, like, we encourage each other, like, more. But
then
I'm all
we
for
wouldn't do
rooting for
that.
sister, because, you know, I scream at anybody. I don't care.
Yeah, you really will.
I really will. So.
You do it to black men.
I do it to black men. I do it to
I
women.
see you out there working.
I be seeing old people running. I'm like, I know that's right. You better run. Like, I don't know. That's just me, though. But
yeah, you always trying to encourage somebody. All right, like we was driving by, and it was, I guess, these black men they was out doing their construction job, and it was all black men, and rolled the window down, and here she go. I know that's right. I know that's right. Y'all better be out there working
when I was
hard.
At Panera, they used to get mad because I'd be like, I need to see my brothers doing good, like, because the black boys in there. I used to tell them, I used to be looking at them like I'm crazy. I'm like, I love all y'all, but I love my black brothers. I gotta see them doing good.
Okay,
so back to
let's talk about
black brothers. Yeah. I guess we kind of go into like that whole, like the ghetto stereotype.
Yeah. So what do you want to say about the ghetto stereotype?
I don't know, because we, on our previous attempts to record this show, kind of talked about like why we talk different around our family and friends than we do at work. And this is black people. Why black people talk different around their friends and family than they do when they're at work or around other people.
Because it's all about perception. So if I go to work, and you've dealt with this as well. If I go to work, being the way that we were raised, where we don't bite our tongue and smile in somebody's face when we got a problem with them, we just still like, okay, hey, how you doing? And then we go home or we go to our friends and we talk about them, and then it gets back to that person. Instead, we're gonna address it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're gonna say something, or we're gonna let them know we ain't gotta be cool because I guess we don't like each other.
Right.
So for us, it's like, if y'all see me at work and I'm always happy and blah, 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 and if I have a bad day, then it's suddenly I've got an attitude. And I've been told that a lot. Like, you know, if I go to work and I'm just not really in the mood to socialize with people, I'm not in the mood to be laughing and kiki-kikiing with everybody. And I just kind of I'm in my head. I'm still doing my work. I'm doing what I need to do, but I'm not walking around with a smile on my face. I'm being told that I have an attitude and I need to fix that. And I've been told that before. And then we get labeled as, for us women, angry black women, because we always got an attitude. Why you always mad and stuff like that. So that's why we go to work and we put on a persona when we're at work. And then when we're around our friends or when we're at home, we act a different way, because when we act that way around our family and friends, they're not, why you always got an attitude and stuff? This is just how I am. Like, they know that that's our personality.
I think that goes also into like the relationship that we have. Like, I know it's some stuff that I can say to black people that it might not be appropriate, or you might not even get it as somebody of a different race, not just white, but Hispanic or Asian or whatever. But then it's like that thing, like, I can't always go to a job and talk like myself, because then I'm ghetto. Like,
like, there's a white girl at my job, and I don't know when I started doing this, but I'll be at work and I'll be like, all right, shawty, like, I don't know. So that's how she addresses me. She's white, but that's how she'll see me. She'll be like, hey, shawty, and I'll be like, how you doing, shawty? And I literally will have a manager, like, white guy, and he just kind of like looked at us, and he more looked at me. She said it first. She addressed me first. Hey, shawty. And I was like, all right, shawty, how you doing, shawty? What's going on? And he just kind of like looked. And then my manager, who is Puerto Rican, but she's a dark-skinned Puerto Rican, so everybody considers she's black, just kind of was like, all right, y'all need to cut that out. But I'm just like, why? Like, that's how we address each other. Like, when I'm at this job, I'm me 100%. Like, I don't go in there with my white voice on like I normally do. I usually put my white voice on when I'm on the phone with a customer, but for the most part, I'm me. This is you're gonna get me 24/7 when I'm at this place. And now people are kind of getting used to how I act and how I talk, when normally, like, or at least when I interviewed, I put on my white voice, my, you know,
right, you're proper,
I'm proper and everything. But then, you know, I'm comfortable and these people know me. So now I go in there and it's, hey, Shawty, how you doing? Or, girl, you doing? Child, what you doing? Like, stuff like that. But it's, it really is a persona, because I had one of my cashiers basically asked me one day. It was like early, and I'm not a morning person, so I'm usually more quiet unless there's something going on that I need to have a conversation about, and it got me like lively or whatever. And I just remember she just was like, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Because you're not smiling." And I had gotten it from somebody else, and maybe the day before, and I was just like, "This face right here, this is my face. Stop asking me what's wrong with me. This is my face." And she didn't like the way that I said that. So she had a complaint. She had an issue that I was being demeaning, because you see this right here. And I didn't roll my head like she tried to say I rolled my head. I was just like, this is my face. Stop asking me what's wrong. This is how I look 24/7. Like, so it's, you know, if I was in there all day smiling and everything, you know, a lot of people probably wouldn't have an issue with me.
Yeah.
So it's we have to put on our face. We have to put on our mask when we go to work and around white people.
It's sad that you have to, but then, like you said, if I go in there day one, like, oh, then you're ghetto. And I don't even think, like, I mean, I can get pretty loud and I can get pretty crazy.
Oh, we get loud.
I think like my natural, like, if I'm sitting with my friends or my family and we chilling or we laughing and stuff like that, I mean, I naturally wouldn't have that type of personality, so to say. I wouldn't be in that same type of mood as I would be if I was at work anyways. But I guess it's just a point of looking professional. Yeah. Because there's plenty of times where I've worked in places where, let's talk about how they had cameras installed. We was working at the dry cleaners, and they made sure that they put a camera in the front of the store where we worked at, but it wasn't one directly in the back where the two white girls would work at. So that was like, we got to be watched to make sure that we doing our job properly when we going behind them fixing it. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff that you deal with race wise, and it's really depending on the job and the situation.
And how you want to carry yourself. Like, you know, if you're trying to move up in there, you go in there and you put on your face, you put on your mask.
I tried that.
And everything. Because I remember at the job that I'm at now, and they, you know, we was talking, I think I was talking to somebody and we were laughing about something, and why are you so loud? And I told them, point blank period, I come from a large family. I don't come from a big family, because I think a big family is like, you know, you have a lot of siblings and maybe a couple cousins. I come from a large family. Siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, great aunts, like, I come from a large family. If you're not loud, you're not going to get heard. Like, that's just how it is. Especially when we have family gatherings, because usually everybody is at the family gathering.
It's the excitement,
so
the conversation.
So if you're not loud, you don't get heard. And I tell them that when they ask, why are you so loud? I come from a large family. Like, this is my volume. Like, this is what I know. So it's, but if I was in there and I'm, you know, kiki, nobody would ever say anything. They say stuff to me because at this job in particular, I'm myself 100%. Like, I'm not putting my mask on because I know I'm not about to be there forever. So I don't need to go in there and impress anybody. I'm in there to collect my paycheck and go home at the end of the day. But, you know, you don't want to be perceived as a female, the angry black woman, or be perceived as ghetto. And for a lot of men, like, ghetto, if you know, go in and you talk a certain way or you act the way that you normally act.
Can we talk about how they're passing a law they tried to pass a law that people can't work, that you could be denied a job for having dreads? It was something to that nature.
I think I heard something about that. And I don't think that that's cool, because are you denying black people a job for having dreads, or are you denying white people as well for having dreads? Because let's not forget, white people wear them too.
Let's say that, but it's more popular within the black Jamaican community. So obviously it's geared toward to stop those people from getting jobs, because people are saying, oh, it doesn't look neat or it doesn't look clean. So I think like that in general, the perception of what a professional looks like is another reason why you gotta put on a firm.
And I think that is a thing, because I think there was a few years back where it was a news reporter was basically told that she couldn't wear her natural curly hair. Like, she had to wear her hair straight because her natural curly hair didn't look professional.
Yeah.
On camera.
I remember that.
So it was like, how do you tell somebody how to wear their hair? Like, that's just something I don't get. That is one thing that I do appreciate about my current job is they tell us all the time, if you want to have purple hair, blue hair like I got today, like, that's fine. If you got tattoos all up and down your arms and on your hands and stuff, they don't require you to wear long sleeve shirts to cover it up.
I think times have changed so much
do.
so that even still in 2018 or 19 or whatever, whenever it came up, that we still having a conversation about how somebody can and cannot wear their hair.
Like, that just is crazy. But I feel like when they say somebody can or cannot wear their hair a certain way, they are talking about black people, because there are a lot of hairstyles that white people have appropriated from black people. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you tell somebody you can't wear your hair like this when it's not just a cultural thing anymore? It's becoming like a thing where everybody is doing it.
Yeah.
So I just...
Like I said, the view of a professional is a clean cut or, like, you know, a clean ponytail or whatever the case is. I feel like we got to start there. Like, just what does a professional look like?
Yeah. A professional is how you carry yourself, not how you look.
It should be.
That's what it is. It's how you carry yourself, how you look. How I am wearing my hair, or the number of tattoos I have, or if I have any piercings, that does not dictate my attitude. You know what I mean? It goes back to that whole "don't judge a book by its cover" mentality.
Sadly,
because
in these days
people still do it, but
stuff happening.
That's what it comes down to. It comes down to you can't judge a book by its cover, because anybody could, you know, look a certain way. Like, you got somebody that looks like that clean cut person and just be nasty and scandalous, and you just kind of look at them and go, I wouldn't have expected that. That's because you judged them when you seen them. You saw this person give you a look, an appearance, and you immediately made up this whole story about how they act.
Also goes back to the way of the world, because you see, like, these white kids shooting up these schools. Oh, I would never believe that Billy would do that. And then you find Tyrone over here shooting up Lamar, and then, oh yeah, we expect it because this is what y'all do, is black on black crime. So it all goes back to the way of the world.
Yeah. I remember when I worked customer service over the phone at a call center, and I was helping the customer over the phone, and she heard my name, but I had my white voice on. But she heard my name, and so she asked me, are you a sister? Is what she asked me, because I didn't sound like it to her on the phone. Like, so she needed clarification because the name and the voice didn't match up. But it's like, how was I supposed to talk to her on the phone? How did she expect? I'm on the phone, we're recording, I'm professional, and I'm helping you. Like, this is a real professional job where I gotta come in dressed up every day. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, it's all in. I think that's the main thing. We gotta just stop judging books by people. Like they say, just don't judge a book by its cover. And like, we just gotta stop doing that with each other, because you don't really know until you actually interact with somebody what their personality is in the end. You know what I mean? Speaking of dreads, can I just say this one thing?
What? Wrap it up. Final thoughts.
I know, because we about to run out of time. White people getting dreads, I need y'all to take care of them if y'all gonna do it.
I just don't think a lot of the time is the right texture.
It's not the right texture, but the thing is that they're also, when they do it, they're not taking care of their hair. Because I seen this couple come into my job with their daughter, and she's got to be like maybe 8 years old, and it looks like they attempted to dread her hair, like it was probably something that she wanted, and they let her do it. And this girl looks like they need to have CPS called on them, because they look like they was not taking care of this child. Like, her hair had not been washed. Like, she just did not look like she was being well provided for. I'm gonna be honest. We gotta take care of it. Like, it probably didn't have nothing to do with the dress, but that was the first thing that I noticed. And I was just like, what did they do with her? Are you kidding me right now? And then it was like other people, and it was white people noticing it too, and they was like, why is she walking around like that? I said, I don't know why they let her come out the house like that. I know about letting your kids, express themselves, but
my final thoughts are
what's your final thoughts?
America has demonized black people, but y'all want to adopt our music, our culture, our lifestyle to a certain extent, our bodies, our image, to a certain extent. But these are still the things that we get talked about for, we get stereotyped for, we get put in a little box for. Just remember that. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I think that was a good final thought.
All right, so this is what, episode 6?
Is it 6? I think it's 5.
I believe it's 6 because we just did 5.
Oh, we did just do 5?
Week.
Ooh.
So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. We need some show ideas. It took us 3 tries today.
I do want to say one thing. We will have a guest star on our next week's episode.
My boo.
Yes, my brother-in-law will be here because we got some stuff that he want to talk about. So we will have a guest star next week. So be sure to come back and watch. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell just so you know when the video goes up, which I am trying for Wednesdays episodes, having these up on Wednesday. So I think that's going to be the theme. But just make sure, just in case, you guys hit the notification bell so you can come back. Let us know in the comments if you're looking forward to Luke.
Subscribe. Y'all got to comment. Tell us what to talk about so we won't be sitting here looking crazy. All right, y'all. Peace.